Hey everyone, what's up? Newbie Snake here. How are y'all doing today? Alright, so the maintenance is over and we've received a ton of new stuff, well at least for the English version. So as usual, I'll go through some news that applies to both versions and then go through the events of each version. So let's get started. Alright, so first up we have the Body Elemental Power Up Support campaign. So this is just the campaign that I've just recently covered in my previous video for the Japanese version. Basically what it is they have unlocked both the Ramen mission for the blue attribute units as well as the scrolls, the blue scrolls missions. All right, again for the blue type. I just kept repeating myself, but anyways, it's gonna happen for another 7 days or so. So if you guys are in need of these blue materials, then go and farm them. All right, secondly, along with the Body Elemental Power Up Support campaign, they have also released the Gacha. All right, that is also the Body Elemental Gacha, which means all the blue units. Okay, so same thing as what happened on the Japanese version. All the featured characters will appear at level 50. All right, but unfortunately there was a small tiny little bug that happened where people who were supposed to pull the level 50 units, they instead appeared at level 30 instead. So they will be putting a fix, or it's already fixed, but they will be compensating for those people who have pulled the characters at level 30. All right, and the compensation is actually very cool. So there are 3 in total. The first one is they will give you all the required enhancement materials to level up the character from level 30 to level 50, and also the required Roy, which is your gold, to level up the character from level 30 to level 50. All right, the coolest part is that they will also give you a level 50 version of the level 30 character that you pulled from this summon event. So yes, that's right, instead of getting 1 of that character, now you will have 2. All right, but again, this only affects those people who have already pulled during the glitched period of time where you got the level 30 character instead. All right, so I don't foresee a lot of you guys have it, but for those of you who actually do, then good job, congrats. All right, so instead of having 1 Rock Lee, now you have 2, and instead of having 1 Rasengan Naruto, now you have 2. All right, again, this only applies to the English version. Okay, so now let's move on to the next news, and this is basically the last news that we need to go through before going into the events. All right, so this update affects both the English and the Japanese version. All right, so the cool part is now that the new speed adjust mode or settings is now available, even though you're not using auto mode. Okay, so if you guys notice, when you do auto mode in your solo missions, you guys will be able to adjust the speed, right, to like 2 times. But now, even if you're not doing auto mode, you now have the speed adjustment. I actually really like this because for a lot of times I have to go to auto mode and just to speed boost myself to get to parts where I can start using manual. It's kind of weird. But then now, so even though you're not using auto mode, you can now adjust the speed setting to ×2. All right, so that's very cool. Another thing that they've updated is they have lowered the difficulty of the rank B ramen report missions. Again, this applies to both English and Japanese. That's very nice because now I can just put on auto mode forever for rank B, right? Anyways, over here, rank A ramen report missions have been improved for the rewards. Okay, I should have said the rewards first. I missed that. Anyways, also what happened is since that they have changed the rewards, now the complete drop acquisition status of rank A ramen report missions will be reset, which is also nice because lots of times I feel that rank A ramen report mission is almost the same as rank B, but it costs way more stamina. So why should I be doing that, right? And as well, the difficulty is much higher. So I just don't bother with it because you might end up just having the exact same amount of rewards as B, or just having 1 extra 3 stars ramen bowl. So I didn't like that, but I guess now it's kind of worth it to do rank A. So that's cool. So one thing that we need to be aware about is while using the additional speed setting, the ×2, voices will be muted when using ninjutsu. All right, so in case you guys are wondering why you can't hear voices, and that's why. And also the second part is pretty obvious. The additional speed settings cannot be used in multiplayer. All right, and I'm pretty sure all of us know why, right? Okay, now let's move on to the events. Again, I'm just going to talk about the English events first, and then I'll go through the Japanese one afterwards, all right? So this is very surprising, guys. For a lot of us who actually do play on the English version, many of you guys have been complaining about how the Japanese version got the Blazing Collection Earth, edition. The gacha, we're guaranteed all of us to get one of these 5 stars characters that will be able to turn into 6 stars, but the English never gotten this, right? But now it's actually out for the English edition as well. So if you guys are interested in getting either the Naruto or this Kakashi, Gaara, Sasuke, basically the 4 starters character that was introduced when this game was out, you guys can now be guaranteed to get one of these, all right? Along with Neji when you do a multi-summon, all right? So the key point is you have to do a multi-summon in order to get one of these guaranteed unit. It says here, when you perform a multi-summon, all right? So beware. And so that's cool. That's the Earth edition. The Sky edition will be coming soon, it says. So basically, I would assume that it will come after this one's over, and then that one will include the Haku as well as the Kakashi, all right? They have removed the original Kakashi as well as, what's his face? Neji, okay? So over here, I've just talked about this, the body elemental ninja summon. So I'm just going to skip this. And over here, you guys will be able to see the Kankuro as well as the Temari event, where you can get the 4 stars version of Temari as well as the 4 stars version of Kankuro. You guys can go to the emergency mission and check that out. And also the trial mission is out for the English version as well. So go check that out. And then also the Rock Lee boss raid event. So there are tons of things happening all together at once for the English version. So be sure to check that out. And what's coming soon is the Zabuza Strike boss mission that will be incoming, as well as this one over here that I've talked about for the Japanese version. But now they've clearly, stated which characters will be getting their limit breaks, because I made a mistake. I thought the Jiraiya was going to get it, right? But now for the English event information, they have actually told everyone now. So these 4 will be the targeted characters that will be having their limit breaks, all right? The Haku, that has 6 stars. Zabuza, that also has 6 stars. Kakashi, the hidden left eye, 6 stars. And Sakura Haruno, all right? The hardened resolve Sakura, 6 stars. So these 4 characters will be getting their limit break. And Jiraiya is just the boss or the enemy that you have to fight, all right, to get these crystals and stuff. So that's it for this English version. So I'm going to quickly move over to the Japanese version. So give me one quick second. All right, I'm back with the Japanese version. And currently there aren't actually many events going on at the moment. So yeah, anyways, I scrolled down to, again, this part where I covered this last time, the Jiraiya training event for the trial for the limit break. And they still haven't updated this yet. They're still saying, characters that will be able to limit break will be, coming soon. And yeah, no info on that for the Japanese. And again, I assume it's the same as the English version ones that they've mentioned in the English version. So now let's go from this part. Remember, I told you guys about the, Descent, right? Descent mission that will be incoming. They will be starting on October 22nd, 10 o'clock, Japan's time, right? October 22nd, 2016, 10 o'clock. And this is only going to be a 24 hours event. Well, at least they said for now, they have set it as a 24 hours event. So who knows? Sometimes they're gracious to us. They'll extend the time. But again, don't count on it yet. But if they do, then they will extend it, right? If not, then it will end in 24 hours. So I think they will have room for adjustment as well, depending on how many people are participating and stuff. Anyways, again, you'll be able to get the 4 stars Hashirama or the 4 stars Tobirama. And one thing they have mentioned or changed, I think, or just mentioned, is that Hashirama will be green type attribute, while Tobirama is the blue type attribute when you're fighting against them. I'm not too sure if that's their elements when they come out, but so it's just saying here, make sure you have a nice team that will be able to counter those elements. Okay, and that's it for this. That's it for this news. And currently we have the Haku one available. So if you guys go on an emergency mission, that's probably the only mission you'll see that we can do for now. And then over here, something exciting is the Anbu Itachi, right? He is a boss. He is included in the boss rate mission that is incoming soon. So a 4 stars Anbu Itachi will be obtainable as a drop, and he will be using Tsukuyomi, judging by this tag right here. It says Tsukuyomi, and we don't know when this will be coming. Maybe after the Haku event is finished, or maybe just in a couple of days, who knows. It just says soon. All right, so soon we'll be able to get this awesome Anbu Itachi. And finally, let's talk about the gacha. So now we have a new gacha. This is the burning something burning determination of the hidden fire, or something like that. All right, so it's just a reference to the manga, or the anime. So anyways, we have a new Hirozen, all right, new 3rd Hokage. He will be able to be awakened to a 6 stars. Okay, so out of all the new characters out in this current gacha, he is the only one that can go to 6 stars. Everything else is either a 4 stars or a 5 stars. So 5 stars is the maximum. So these are all the new characters that are introduced. I'll go through them in a second with you guys. But we have the 3rd Hokage, we have Tayuya, we have Kidomaru, and then we have Sakon, the Sakon and Ukon dude with the 2 heads. And we have Jirobo. All right. So now let's go through the gacha. Okay, so over here, he was the Sakon and Ukon that I was talking about, Kidomaru and Tayuya and Jirobo, and we have Hirozen right there. So what he does apparently is let's talk about his range first. He is a medium range character, and his skill, his ninjutsu, will be to hit everyone within his range and dealing a 3.4 times damage. Okay, this is the 5 stars skill. I don't know what his secret technique is so far. And then we have Jirobo. What it does is it'll hit one person within his range of his ninjutsu and dealing 3.5 times the damage. All right. And then also there's a 45% chance or a success rate of making that enemy cannot use any skills for 2 turns. All right, so basically binding his skills for 2 turns. And then also these sound 4, if you guys take a look at this tiny little mark right here, is that all these sound 4 basically the sound 4 nins, they will be having their limit break as well. So this Jirobo will have his limit break, Kidomaru has his limit break, Sakon has his limit break, and Tayuya will have her limit break as well. So let's go back to Jirobo. His regular range is large. So he has a large range. And over here, Kidomaru, he has a small range. And then what it does is, wow, this is actually quite complicated. I hope I got this right. So basically what it does is when you use a ninjutsu, out of the 3 turns of your own turn, all right? So not when you're getting attacked. So out of 3 turns in your own turn, for the first 2 turns, or any random 2 turns, okay? I think it's the first 2 turns. The first 2 turns, you will be dodging incoming attacks 100%, all right? So again, once you use your ninjutsu, you will have 3 of your own turns. So 1 turn is when you use your ninjutsu until the next time you do an attack, right? That's 1 turn. So a total of 3 turns. This shouldn't be affected by the enemy's turn, okay? So anyways, with your 3 turns, you will be able to completely dodge any incoming attacks for 2 turns, 2 of your own turns. So within your 2 turns, let's say you get hit 6 times, you should be able to dodge them all. And then finally, for your last turn, meaning after the first 2 turns where you have dodged all the attacks, for the remaining turn, you will be able to tank up to 1,000 damage when you're taking damage, all right? So dodge 2 turns for your own turns, and then the remaining turn you will be able to take up to 1,000 damage, and probably after that then the effect will be over. So that's why I said it's kind of complicated. I hope I kind of translated that and explained that fairly well. If not, I'm sorry. I hope I can explain to you guys again when you have more questions if you guys have him. And feel free to just comment down below if you do have questions. Anyways, let's move on to Sakon. Over here, his range is large. And then over here, what it does is he will deal damage, 3.5 times damage to a single target enemy within his range. And then finally, we have Tayuya. Range is medium. What it does is it deals 2.8 times her damage to the enemy's whole, everyone within her attack range. And there's also 65% chance success rate that will bind your enemies so that they can't use their skills for 3 turns. All right, so that's it. That's it for all these characters. I know I have 55 gems, but I do not think I want these characters at all. So I'm just going to wait until better characters come out, or wait until I get a chance to get my favorite, my Tsunade, right? So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys find this video helpful. If you guys did, please hit that like button. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe for more quality content. And as always, I'll see you all at my next video. Take care and bye now.